Welcome to Frolfcenter. My name's Cody. I'm here with Adam. Adam, you have the best free music ever. I'm always.
I like funky stuff. I like groovy funky stuff. So,
welcome everybody. Go ahead and check out our YouTube channel, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff down below.
Yeah. If we're trying to okay, so this is the way the internet extorts you, is if you're not popular enough on YouTube, like with people who like pledge to be popular by subscribing, you can't keep this thing going. It's the evil of the internet, and that's how this works. We've all signed up to be slaves to theoretical internet points, and so what I'm asking you right now is for some theoretical internet points. So if you could, please go subscribe, go follow, go like. YouTube's the important one this week. We're actually going to do a new giveaway setup here. So instead of trying to give stuff away every episode, we're at like almost 300 YouTube subscribers at this very moment. I think it's like 288 or something. When we get to 500, one of y'all who just signed up is going to win a brand new 2021 Never Thrown Nate Section Firewood with the black stamp. Color Glow Champ. Now, when we get to 1,000, we have a highly limited paratrooper bag in the World Championship oranges. Never used. Brand new paratrooper when we hit 1,000. So 500, one of y'all will win this Firebird. 1,000 will win that. Let's see what we can do. See if we can make us famous or something, or famous-ish.
And check out the website too.
Oh, of course, check out the website. That's where all the smatterings and writings and all that stuff is. Don't forget about the DeKalb Memorial GoFundMe. I want to put that up real quick. That's important. I'm going to put this into the chat.
How far away are they so far? Or how?
I haven't looked today.
Okay.
There is the link for everybody. I know it was moving up quick. There was a $2,000 hole sponsor. They've already gotten to that. All right, so we're at $7,300. We need about $55,000. We need like half a Hellcat, basically, or like a really nice old Grand National, like restored Grand National is what we need. With drag tires. Anywho, that's all I got. Cody, you know these guys better than I do.
Hold on. Keep an eye out for Glow Golf, Bull City Disc Golf Facebook group. Glow Golf will be coming very soon. I've ordered the lights. I don't know when they'll be here. They're probably coming from China, so they're on some shipping container.
Off the port of Los Angeles, just waiting.
Yep, just circling around. So our guests tonight are from Fit Inspired Living. It is a disc golf store and a Fit Inspired store down in Cary, North Carolina. We have its owner and CEO, Jeff and Robert, because I don't pronounce last names.
Yeah, we don't let him do that. So let me get you up here, guys.
What's up, guys? How are y'all? Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you guys for having us.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Absolutely.
All right, so I'm drinking Buffalo Trace. What are you guys drinking right now?
Grape Hydrate, baby. We're Fit Inspired.
Grape Hydrate, electrolytes and all that good stuff.
Hey, that's what keeps you going. Recovery, flexibility. It's the stuff you need.
Recovery is right.
So the first thing we always ask every guest is, how did you guys get started playing disc golf?
I can go first. Yeah, so disc golf has been part of my life since I was about 10. Started playing with my uncle when I was 10 years old. My first course was Cedar Hills.
Nice.
Grew up across the street in the neighborhood, Quail Hollow. And didn't play too often with him, maybe once a month, every other month. And then got into it pretty solid in my teen years. Good thing to do after, high school. And then when I went off to college down at ECU, I was probably playing about once a week. I moved to Pennsylvania after college, and there wasn't, the area that I lived in, there wasn't a disc golf course within 50, 60 miles. So I didn't play for 4 years or so.
You were in Pennsylvania is where you were.
Yeah, pretty much. And moved back to North Carolina in 2012 and kind of picked it up again. And then it slowed down again when I had my daughter. And then when COVID hit, it kind of launched me back into the addiction of disc golf.
Absolutely.
How
Jeff?
about you, Jeff?
Hey, I started at East Carolina as well. Just going out, not even knowing what I was doing. I had like 3 discs in my hand and going out playing. Graduated there, moved to Raleigh, played Cedar Hills a bunch, played Kentwood a bunch, some Valley Spring, Cornwallis. Did some traveling with my job. played some areas in Arizona and Florida, and for some reason I don't know what happened, but this was 99, 2000. I just kind of lost it, and I lost it for a long time, and I picked it back up with some couple of my friends in Florida. Shout out to Patty Joseph and Erica Lacker down in Fort Lauderdale. They turned me back into disc golf, and the rest is history.
Nice. Where was y'all's last round at? I know you missed the action tonight, the league you guys helped run. Sorry about that, but thank you for coming on the show. What was the last round you guys played?
Let's see. My last round was, what did we do last week? Was it Diablo?
Diablo was last Thursday.
Diablo last Thursday.
Diablo was my last sanctioned round, but my most recent round played was Cedar Hills.
Nice. Yeah, I'm trying to get this guy to come see how brutal Diablo is.
Yeah, I've heard it's ridiculous. So
it's a tough one. So, how did y'all meet? Was that at ECU or?
No.
Nope.
Actually, the first time we met was just over a year and a half, almost 2 years ago. And it was during a cattle singles round at Kentwood. Me and my best friend, Steven Spencer, got placed on a card with Jeff and Ed, and kind of just lined up the next couple of weeks. We were on the same cards for the, 2 or 3 more weeks, and
nice.
Just kept running into each other at different events and putting leagues and stuff, and kept growing from there.
So I know you guys have a couple people working at the shop too, a couple days a week. Who's the best disc golfer at the shop?
Ooh, best disc golfer at the shop
that works at the shop.
Or on the payroll, like not under the table, but like on the books, like ADP sending him a thing.
Let's see. I'd have to say Matt Robb, man. He's good.
Yeah,
nice.
We'll throw it to Matt Robb for this one.
Which one of y'all wins most of the time when you two play?
I'd say Robert, but it's kind of even.
Which here's a fun one. You each have to compliment each other's game in one way.
You should have done the opposite.
I will give Jeff compliments on his flippy flick shots. Yeah. He knows how to maneuver the disc with a flick, unlike me, that my flicks are more technical and straight lines.
Gotcha.
Everybody hates it when I stand up about 100 feet with my zone and just flick that thing right up to the basket.
They're like, well, he's going to put it right there again. That's fine. Yeah,
absolutely. I'd have to say, Robert can take a buzz and he can lace it right down the fairway.
All right, I've heard zone and buzz, and I'm wearing an Innova hoodie, so this is gonna be a weird.
I flick it. That's no big.
I have a 100% Discraft bag.
You are, yeah, okay. Are you hooked up with the Discraft at all, or you just chose them?
No, it all started with the buzz. I had a mixed bag, and then I found the buzz, and it worked. So then I went in and bought another Discraft. I bought a Luna, and then I bought a Raptor, and they all seemed to work for me. So I just slowly but gradually built a Discraft bag.
I had an All Prodigy bag, and the M1 is not a rock. The M2 is not a rock. The M3 is not a rock, and so I now have an All Innova bag. So at what point in both of y'all's disc golfing careers, or you want to call it that, or disc golfing lifestyle, did you realize that it wasn't just about playing? You wanted to do something that was a little more grand than just playing disc golf?
Well, for me, from a disc golf perspective, kind of what brought Fit Inspired along is I always wanted to have something where we could have like an indoor like disc golf facility or something to that effect. And going through the motions, going through a business plan in my head, and starting to talk to Robert at Putting League, that kind of morphed into we need a lot of money.
So, like opening a brewery, you don't realize you need $1 million.
Oh yeah, I was like, I need a major investor or a bunch of them. And so it was like, you know what? Let's just we have a great community with cattle that supports us, and we love in this area. So hey, let's just find a 1,000 square foot place and let's start there. Let's just have some fun with it.
That's awesome. What was both of y'all's ratings when you decided to get into business here, and what is your rating now?
My rating now is 765. I'm working my way to 800.
There you go.
Yeah, I think my rating when I started was probably 730, 740. So I'm slowly moving up the ladder.
Right on, right on. So it's going the right direction after you started the shop. So
absolutely.
Yeah, and for me, I think I was 750-ish.
Okay.
And I am now 798.
Okay, there you go. Moving on. That's a big one. I
Good
think,
job, guys, because I'm steady moving down.
dude, Cody's dropped like 30 points in 2 years. Like it's great for me because I'm whooping his ass, but that's fine.
This past Tuesday, I got my PDGA number. This past Tuesday was the first time that I didn't move up. I just stayed where I was.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I have yet to
learn to enjoy the stay.
Yeah.
You're gonna really want the stay later in your career for sure.
Absolutely.
So tell us, it's a disc golf shop and you have discs on the wall and carts and bags and all that stuff, but it's called Fit Inspired Living. You guys were already kind of pushing this grape hydrate. Tell us why it's Fit Inspired Living and how disc golf works into this bigger picture.
Absolutely. Yeah. So Fit Inspired Living is basically the brainchild of my wife. My wife worked in corporate wellness, and she wanted to, outside of corporate wellness, be a personal trainer. And so she actually came up with the name in 2013, 2014, Fit Inspired Living.
Nice.
And she quickly realized that she didn't really like doing personal training. And so I kind of took the name and we kind of added nutrition, had some fun with that in some areas, brought some fitness element into it. And then along the way, I started working with a couple of friends, and they got me back into disc golf. And what happened was I basically started reaching out like Jay Pontier, who you had on here.
Yep.
Yeah.
He basically has the first message of me reaching out to him saying, hey, I know you don't know me, but I'd love to be able to help out with any of your tournaments. I have this company, Fit Inspired Living. I have these different nutrition products, and I'd love to be able to, provide these in player packs. And that kind of started a relationship with Jay that spawned into doing many more things with disc golf in the local area. And through some evolution of my corporate job and working in some different areas, I kind of stepped away from that and opened a Fit Inspired Living actual brick and mortar in downtown Cary. Started as nutrition, brought in a personal trainer, did some yoga, had some ladies classes, different things like that, and just continued my drive to get back into disc golf and learn from Jay and learn from other guys and get involved with cattle. And towards the end of 2019, we had our we had the cattle Christmas party in our location. Nice. And we're like, this is great. It was a great community. We had a great time. We worked to expand that the next year, and we had the cattle Christmas party again. And I was working on bringing some discs in and putting them into the shop. And what happened? COVID. So COVID kind of just put the brakes on things. And through 2020, I wound up closing that location and then working with Jay and saying, hey, how can I help more now? And so we just, kept doing stuff with tournaments, supporting. Towards the end of that, I had people saying, hey, man, how about you make some shirts with Fit Inspired Living logo? I think that'd be pretty sweet. So I did that and just did it as a way to kind of give some money back as a sponsorship to cattle and promote. And that just kind of spawned into, hey, this could really be a thing. And then just hanging out at some putting leagues with Robert and talking with some other friends, it just kind of, this idea of opening this shop actually came about in March of this year, where we started really kind of putting the wheels in motion. And when we put the wheels in motion together, it happened very, very quickly.
Yeah. You always see Cody. Cody is my catalyst guy. I'm the guy who'll sit on his hands for months. And Cody goes, well, you could do this. And then, the whole thing changes, which is, I think that's great. I was curious, does the currently in the current incarnation iteration of this, is there still any yoga going on? Is there still any of that other wellness stuff going on? And also, what about CBD? Do you guys have any thoughts on CBD? Good, bad, ugly, works, stink oil? What do you think?
Right. Yeah. So no yoga because of the space that we have.
Mhm.
What we did have in the other location is a massage therapy table. It's Megan. It's a South Korean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have a gift card.
We had that in the other location because I was working on having massage in that in the other location and some recovery. I moved that over here, and so we have that as an aspect for recovery and helping after the round. But right now, Wade Benton, who's an intern and he's finishing up his school with NC State, he's put together this awesome program called FERN, FERN, so flexibility, endurance, recovery, and nutrition. And so he's finding a way to incorporate the disc golf element to help, the disc golfer not only in their game, but make sure that they're recovering correctly, having right flexibility, having electrolytes, basically making sure that they're putting the right stuff in their body, and so they can basically help themselves on the game.
Yeah, so if we had a shop, we would have to have like a nurse doing IVs the whole time. Like just saline solution for like the hangover IV mobile unit. That's what we would end up if we had a shop. But yeah, I love that we're both focused on keeping people healthier,
Alive.
And do you guys sponsor a team? Is there a team of fit living players right now or anything like that?
Yeah,
I'll let him talk about that. He added a bunch of things to the mix.
Yeah, so we actually have two teams. We have Team Fit, which is I don't want to say the higher tiered team, and then we have
more experienced team. You would say maybe.
It doesn't even have to be as far as experience of skill set of the game. The people that have been chosen for Team Fit are either playing much more events or they are doing something in the community that we see as stands out. And then we have Team Inspired, which is, I guess I would say, similar to like a Disc Raft Underground.
Mm-hmm.
So on Team Fit, we have Matt May, Tyler Otten, Jeff Jackson, Solon Spencer. We have Chef Maddie. We have Mateus, Wade Benton, Matt Robinson, myself, Nathan Queen, Dan Hastings, Philip Bartholomew, and Raven Newsom. And
all four friends of the show, by the way.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Jay McGuire.
And Queen just crushed it today.
Yeah.
Queen murdered it today. Of course, it had to be Hammer Coling,
It's those grape electrolytes, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That purple drink.
Absolutely.
Different purple drinks in Atlanta. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying. So if you're looking at somebody, I mean that you've got a lot of folks. They sound pretty local. For players out there who are fine-tuning their social media, fine-tuning their game, more importantly, what is something as a potential sponsor, somebody who's looking at players, what helps people stand out, and what's maybe a please don't do that, please don't call us and ask for a sponsorship sort of situation?
Yeah, so I mean, it's always good to hear people being interested and wanting to be a part of the team that we're growing. But as far as standing out, I mean, everyone, you can easily say that, your game is going to speak for itself, but there's so much more to the community than just playing, right?
Yeah.
Teaching young ones how to play, getting more people involved. One of the reasons that I really kind of dove into disc golf, not even from the playing aspect of it, is I became certified and became a cattle TD, and I ran the spring singles league, and we had an average 158 players a week, with our largest week being 172 players.
Woo-hoo.
Get out there and get involved in the community. Volunteer at your courses. If you're in the cattle area, volunteer with Jay. Get out there, put in some tee pads. Help clear the fairways when needed. And if you're not in our area, see who you need to talk to volunteer to keep these courses nice, so that we can keep growing the sport. The Parks and Rec will allow us to put in, new courses every so often whenever those budgets will line up. Just get involved with the sport outside of playing every day.
I will tell you, I went to work day last week, and it hasn't rained since I went. Our car's been full of gas since it went. It's been like everything has been coming up roses since I went to work day. So
yeah,
there you go.
Work days are great. Definitely get involved.
Absolutely. And Another shout out to our newest Team Fit members are the Beaver Bros. So
Yes.
James and Oliver Beavers.
Which one's angry and which one's eager?
Yep. They're both very driven, and I think James is trying to make sure that Oliver doesn't get ahead of him.
Gotcha.
Nice.
They did just do really well at the putting league that happens in Cary, and Philo was there to give a clinic, and so,
Another friend of the show. You're just dropping names everywhere. It's fantastic.
we had Philo in town for Monday and Tuesday. He was doing clinics.
We'll get there.
Okay.
So we got a viewer question from Trap Beeper.
Which is my favorite name of any user on YouTube, I think.
He said, so Jeff, I think you throw a mixed bag, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So Robert, do you throw all Discraft or any DGA disc sneaking in there? Like
a Quake.
Or
Currently, my bag is 100% Discraft.
Mm-hmm.
I do own 2 Quakes that I have gone out and thrown in the field. It's close, but it hasn't made it there yet. But I wouldn't say that DGA would never make it into my bag. But currently, there's nothing in my bag from DGA.
You hear that, Tyler Brickley? You hear that? You're doing something.
that was my wife's first disc was a DGA disc. I can't remember. Do you remember the name of it? No. Okay.
And
Buddy Johnny Avery. Johnny Avery's a big DGA guy.
Ironically, I just actually set up with DGA today, so I've got some DGA discs that are on the way.
Nice.
Ben Lena, we got a dude in Atlanta. Ben Lena's on their team. He actually absolutely bombs. No, they make great discs. I think they're just kind of. Tyler Brickley came on the show. He's their marketing manager. He asked me, like, what do you think about when you think DGA? And I'm like, you're the guy, so I always forget make baskets.
Yeah.
I was like, I know it as the Titan. I don't know it as the DGA Titan. Anyway, sorry, tangent for me, but yeah.
So tell us briefly, what all do you have in the shop? Like walk us through, this side by the cash register, behind the behind the cash register. What all do you have in that thing?
I mean, honestly, we have a lot. We could give you a quick tour if you wanted.
If you're up for it, feel free.
If you're up for it, or we could just talk about it, because I know you guys work with local painters. You guys have paintings.
Yep.
Sale. You guys have all the big name people who you mentioned that were on the show. You have all their discs, their shirts, their hats, stuff like that. You guys have your own merch, shirts and other stuff, towels.
We have about 7 or 8 manufacturers. Nice wall of discs, for everybody that wants to have their own little mix. We have a nice little pro tour section for Nathan and Raven and Dan and Phil Bart, and all of that is a way for us to give back to the local pros and give them back a portion of the proceeds that guys are wanting to spend, so we can help them on their tour. We have our own little apparel merch area with shirts and towels and things of that nature. We have Zuka carts. Zuka carts, yeah.
We have Latitude and Dynamic bags.
Nice.
We carry Axiom and MVP baskets and Innova baskets. We do have 2 different painters in the shop that we carry their artwork. And then we also, one of them is disc golf related artwork. The other one is Jackson Ashley, who kind of does this like spread paint, and we match it up with a custom dyed disc.
Oh, that's cool with the matching. I love that.
Yeah, I don't have the disc is on the shelf, or I would grab that. But this, if you guys haven't been there or seen it, shoot them a message. It wasn't very expensive. It was. My wife absolutely loves it. The disc looks just like it, same colors, everything. So that's
a really rad thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite things that you guys did down there was the artist. And now you guys have an artist that does the holes, right? Like will do a.
Yep.
So Dr. Hightower does Midtown Chiropractic. He's the main sponsor for Midtown Chiropractic, and he is doing this collection of art where it's all about disc golf holes, different courses, mostly North Carolina, some Virginia. But yeah, they're oil paintings. And so they're a little more expensive, but there's a lot of time and a lot of effort and energy, passion and creativity has gone into those. And people need to come and check those out for sure.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
we had Cameron Todd on a few weeks ago talking about some sweet disc golf art.
Yeah.
So
And then outside of the shop, we also have a lounge. So we have about
yeah, I was just gonna ask about the back room.
Yep. So we have two sides of the lounge. There's two flat screens on the wall. One is the cattle lounge. The other one's the putts and suds lounge. And we have about 6 couches, 2 TVs, plenty of tables. You can putt inside. And then that's also,
They have mini baskets on the wall.
and then we have a carnival game with mini baskets on the wall where you have 4 or 5 different mini baskets you can throw out with minis from about 20 feet.
Yeah, we want to basically make it what we call a disc golf shop experience. We're unique. You know, you come in, you got retail, but come in the back and hang out, watch some disc golf. You know, play a little putt inside. You know, just have a little fun, just relax.
And you guys are in North Carolina. Have you guys ever been to Boone Mountain to go skiing or snowboarding or anything like that?
Yeah.
So the skateboard shop at Boone Mountain, they have the ramp in the back. There's the bar across the street. Everything's right there. I'm getting very like skate rap vibes. You have kids who probably come in there after school, drop their backpacks, go putt. They've been talking at lunch about how they're going to kick each other's ass putting it in the back room or whatever. I'm just getting big skate shop vibes, and it warms my heart a little bit.
So actually, we have a regular customer that comes in and hangs out in the lounge. He just moved here from California.
Yeah.
He says that he's been to hundreds of disc golf shops across the country, and that this one gives him that old early 90s, mid 90s skateboard shop vibe where you can come in and buy the stuff if you need it, or you can just come in, hang out, watch disc golf. You don't even have to buy anything. Just come hang with us.
It's like they congregate, and then all of a sudden they're like, hey, man, you want to go down the road and play? Yeah, let's go play 9 real quick. We'll come back. Yeah, that's awesome. It's a community at that point.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. Build the community and grow the community.
That's incredible. I
So
love that a whole lot.
tell us about these raffles that may or may not include a free beer with the raffle ticket.
I will say that we have a raffle every month, and you can purchase raffle tickets, as well as we have a Fit Inspired Living membership, and every membership comes with a bunch of different, incentives, and one of them is you get a free entry into every monthly raffle. Last month's raffle was a brand new 5-time Page Pierce Grip BX2.
This was the raffle I was telling you guys about that night that I won 2 months ago with the Proto P2s and a shitload of discs and towels and shirts. And
Oh yeah! And this month we have a brand new out of the box Innova disc catcher,
The easy catcher.
Yeah.
So basically, just a fun way of when someone gets a raffle ticket, they get a free drink. That drink can be whatever drink of choice, right? So
yeah. So
and if they are, not of age, we also have other gifts that we can get when they buy a raffle ticket, whether it's a towel or a disc, mini or whatever the case may be.
Well, yeah, because even if they're not 21, your purple drink is okay for them.
Yes.
it's good for 4 years old.
And
Mine's not, but yours is good. Yeah, anybody 4 and up, anybody who's not pooping their pants anymore can drink grape hydrate, basically.
And there's
Absolutely.
definitely not as much sugar in it as some of the leading sports drinks on the market right now.
Oh, for sure. I mean, no, I'd rather have salt in my sports drink than sugar, honestly, to get the electrolytes back. But
Right.
then they
So
taste terrible.
68th episode, and we had a first. I just broke my sunglasses.
Oh, no.
Oh,
That's why you have a backup pair.
that's how you can't.
You're going to
I've
save
been
that for
waiting to
episode
use the
69.
backup pair for 68 episodes.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so what about like a 5-year plan, guys? What's the goal in 5 years?
And
I mean, you could get me and Jeff talking for hours about what
Okay.
We got time. We still got 30 minutes with y'all, so.
I'm telling you, so the original vision was to have a large area that has an indoor disc golf, literally a full-on disc golf.
Mhm.
But then you have a pro shop on the side, and then you have a bar area, and then outside you can have a disc golf course. And so it's going to take a lot of extra land,
Yeah.
and a lot of thought and building, but that is the ultimate goal. Now, the short-term goal will most likely be driving this thing to where it's as profitable as can be, and we can give back to the community as much as we possibly can. And then when we've already been approached by 2 or 3 people open that next location.
Oh wow, that'd be awesome. So
And then the
Ooh,
other,
I love hearing it. I love hearing that we're growing. That's great.
and then
So
the next
go ahead.
big plan for us that I see in the future as well is we also want to be able to take this mobile without having to stuff our cars full.
Right.
So get, a Sprinter van or some sort of van and be able to drive to the events and just open it up and there's your shop.
Have you seen the setup that Callie McMoran is running through Innova? She's doing like flex start C tiers, but she's driving around in a Winnebago with the storage underneath. And so she's literally just pulling tables and bins out, putting the awning out, and just selling discs and running a C tier and driving around. It's fantastic.
I love it.
I love that idea.
I love it.
So I used to run it was like an indoor winter putting league, throw around league, but we used an indoor soccer field.
Oh.
And it was pretty interesting. It wasn't full length. You couldn't get the drivers out, but you could do a full putter shot, 200 feet or whatever. It was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I tell you, when you saw that beginning in COVID, or right around COVID, when Paul was showing Brody how to throw, and they were in that indoor
inflatable spot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I remember growing up in Rochester, New York, there was an indoor driving range. That was one of those buildings like that. And, you're talking about, you got 700 feet, or it's insane. I mean,
Top golf, disc golf. That'd be cool.
Dude, you could definitely do it. And I thought about this already. All you got to do is put conveyor belts on the ground that just move everything. They just move. Every disc goes to the left and then dumps down.
We've already thought about that. Put some on the ceiling too, and there's a few other things. We can't give everything away.
No, you can't give everything away. I think anybody who's spent way too much time in disc golf has thought of some of these ideas. But one of us is gonna strike gold, and then we're gonna call everybody up and be like, "Well, you need any help?" I mean,
we're doing it. Yeah, we're doing it.
Exactly.
I mean, worst case scenario, we'll open up a VR disc golf course somewhere. So
as soon as they get a good game, we play VR. Yeah. There are a couple games out there. We had the disc golf, ultimate disc golf game, folks on here. That game's great, but I don't think enough people are playing it. It's kind of weird, but yeah.
I think everyone's
a pet project
over by Disc Golf Valley right now on their cell phones. So.
Oh yeah. Everyone's playing that, and who even knows Candy Crush? I'm not.
Right.
I'm playing actual disc golf every day.
How old are you?
Outside. What?
Nothing.
No, I'm going to be MA 40 next year, so watch out, old folks. I'm coming for you, fogies.
So what do we have to do to get some frother merchandise in Fit Inspired Living?
Send it on.
Let's go.
All right.
We got brand new gold pins nobody even knows about until I just told them about it.
Let's do it.
Let's make it happen.
I'll send you guys an email. I have your email now, so I'll send you an email. So as far as your timing is fun because Fit Inspired Living existed a little bit before this new disc golf iteration of it did. Do you think, you've got to feel like you're hitting disc golf at exactly the right time, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Perfect time.
Do you think it's going to get crowded? And if it does, what are you guys going to do to make yourself stand out in a crowd?
Well, for me, the way that I view it is whether it gets crowded or not, obviously the sport's growing and it's going to, everyone thinks that it's peaked already, but I don't think so. I think that it's going to continue to grow for a long period of time.
Yeah. I don't think the peak's here. I think I'm not at all.
Yeah. So I don't think we're even close to the peak yet. And what I tell everyone is we are community-based from the start. Mm-hmm. So I think there's enough to go around and everyone can eat.
Yeah.
Because how far is the next closest disc golf store, Yeat Street, who also opened this year?
About 20 minutes.
Yeah. 15, 20 minutes right there.
Yeat Street's right up the street.
Yeah, they have more disc golf stores than Atlanta does.
So this is insane to me. Well, Atlanta is 0, so that makes sense. Yeah. But no, this is crazy to me. I first heard of Yeat Street today when I saw their commercial on the coverage, and I was like, okay, why Yeat Street? Like, ugh. It's like, why didn't you just call it like Millennial Avenue? Like, let's just do the Zillennial Avenue. I don't know. Not for me. Anywho, I like you guys. You guys are good.
It's like somebody saying, they see Fit Inspired Living. I've had several people. Wait, you're a disc golf store?
Like, I have told people that too. When I mentioned you guys at doubles, when I won the giveaway, I gave away a lot of the stuff. Not a lot, but some of the stuff you gave to me to spread on to the community, like all the electrolyte drinks, because I have my own whole get up over here and gave away some towels, gave away some CTPs, and everyone was like, "Oh, they sell discs?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, they have freaking 100 different discs on the shelf. You know, stacks of 100 different molds and everything." So.
Yeah.
Well, if it wasn't for Matt Robinson, he's a social media guru behind the scenes. He's the one, when you see the stories on Instagram, you see things on Facebook, that's him. And he has found a way to connect and just drive our brand further into disc golf. And I mean, if all we did was break even, yes, it doesn't sound good from a business standpoint, but if all I did was pay the bills and be able to get more inventory in, I'd do that, because it's better than going online and trying to find that disc.
Yep.
You walk in the store and you can put your hands on it. You can feel it. You know,
you sound like a guy who started playing disc golf in the 90s, and you sound like a guy who's created a skate shop for disc golf. I mean, that's what this sounds like to me. I'm a 39-year-old guy who grew up skateboarding and snowboarding and all this, and it just sounds like you're doing what we remember was a thing.
Yeah.
What was comfortable. Right?
I think that's one thing that a lot of disc golfers have gotten used to is predominantly going to places like Play It Again Sports, where there's, you know, the person you're talking to doesn't really understand the game that much, or if at all, or you're going to websites and just ordering your disc, hoping you get the right color, or hoping that you get the right weight, what have you.
Mm-hmm.
I think what's going to make us stand out is, one, we are very heavily involved in the community. We are genuinely caring about the community, and we just want to interact with the community in general. So we are growing this location and our business solely based on what we believe the community wants and needs.
Absolutely. Trap Beaver said, can you put the links in the info? Are the raffle tickets? Is it something that people can do online, or does it have to be in the shop?
Nope, you can do it either online or in the shop. Yep.
Great. And you can follow it's fitcarync.com is the website, right? Yep. We'll make sure we get this info into all the stuff. You can actually go to our Instagram, and we've tagged you guys. You can find all that info there. If you're any good at social media, this should be easy, but we will make it easier if we need to, for sure. Are you guys facing any supply chain issues with disc golf manufacturers right now?
Absolutely.
Yeah, who's giving you whose stuff is the most demand, or is there a pecking order issue? Are you, being a new company or a new retailer, are you guys kind of getting that issue?
It really is the pecking order. When you start new, you're at the bottom of the totem pole. And so you're just, we're both in sales in our corporate jobs. So we kind of understand what it takes to kind of try to move that needle and move things up the board. And so I've done a really good job of getting set up with most of the manufacturers. But it is a pecking order.
And then the one
you gotta have enough commas and zeros for somebody to notice you sometimes.
So
then you can't get set up with, you just gotta get creative.
Yeah.
And you guys have EV7 now, or the EV7 putters, the company EV7?
EV7.
That's the new Phil Arthur thing. The guy left Prodigy. No.
I would suggest reaching out to EV7 and getting them set up. They're really good. So we had them on the show. It's just a putter company. They're gonna make 27 or 23.
I think it was like 22. He has already blueprinted 22 molds.
Yeah. So they're gonna make 22 different putters.
Yeah.
And so you're going to have any putter you would ever know, and it's a Georgia-based company. Everything's made in America.
It's Phil Arthur who started Prodigy, left Prodigy to start EV7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is what it is. But yeah, we'll put you in contact with those guys.
Yeah, we'd love to see some EV7 out there. So.
Absolutely.
So the big question, everybody, it's in the back of everybody's mind as we're growing and growing and growing. What is y'all's opinion about a really big, well-known company, Nike, Whammo?
Those are Nike, not Whammo.
Just a huge corporate company coming in and buying out a disc golf company and really putting the money behind.
Nike buys in
out Prodigy or Discraft or DD Latitude 64, and they put some real money behind it and start pumping out just 1,000 discs or 10 times more discs a day than any other manufacturer.
Is that good or bad? Yeah.
You think that would be good for the?
I think it would be good for the sport itself. Whatever company gets bought out by a major corporation, I'm probably not going to support repair discs.
Yeah.
Because
Therein lies the issue, right?
Yep.
Because I have seen it happen in several other industries.
Yep.
A big player in a smaller business, if you will, gets bought out by a large corporation. The quality changes, things about the product change. It's not the same product anymore. So
the corporate community changes, the priorities change.
Right. So I probably would not throw the plastic itself, but I could get behind the amount of money it would draw into the sport to grow the sport to where it needs to go to get the recognition that we all want it to have eventually.
Yeah. It's a deal with the devil, though. Is it? I mean, we have to put up with Brody Smith, but Brody Smith did us a favor, right? Is that? Yeah. Is it a deal with the devil? Is it Faustian pact in a way?
I'm not going to say it's as much as something like, Brody Smith, if you look at overall, he's been throwing some sort of plastic, right?
Yeah, he's been doing it forever. He understands it. That's why he's good at it.
I think that's even a little bit different than saying like Nike comes in and buys Innova. Nike has no idea what disc golf is.
You're right. It's like Nike tried to buy a skateboard shoe company one time and they just got burned.
And then they released their own Nike SB Dunks. And I got to say that Nike SB Dunks did okay.
I've got 4 pair of them. I'm just saying. It's
but Nike never made skateboards. They made shoes. They know about shoes.
Yeah. Correct. That's the difference. People kind of dog on Nike for putting their nose in some people's business, but it's always shoes in that business. Right. Nike put out a disc golf shoe. I'm not sure there's these Ideo shoes that have come out. I want to get those guys on the show. I want to talk about it because I don't think they're designed. I have a problem with the shoe that has an tangent. We're not doing this. Sorry, Cody, go ahead. I'm saving it. I'm saving it.
If a big brand wants to get involved, it would be great for the community and the sport itself. However, they should come in and get involved with what they specialize in.
Yeah.
So if Nike come in and buy Innova and release Innova shoes, all about it, but let Innova keep making the plastic.
Yeah. Well, look at like Camp Time. Camp Time makes things for camping, but they also make the only stool any of us use. It's called the disc golf stool. You can buy the top for $6. It's like they're a really good example. They said, "Hey, disc golfers want to sit down. We make sit down stuff. Let's make sit down stuff for disc golfers."
Right.
Yep.
Right.
And Zook is a good reference too.
They made for makeup artists and figure skaters. Like that's what they did.
And backpacks and travel luggage, and they were like, "Let's make a card for disc golf." Great, love that idea. Keep going.
Going.
At least we got that. At least we got that sausage sponsorship this year.
Johnsonville, baby. Hey, listen, Johnsonville's got money, and Johnsonville makes money. What they do is they'll bring a big old trailer out, and they're going to sell food at the tournament and make all their sponsorship money back. They're not dumb. They're not dumb.
Halfway through my round, and I need a snack, and beef jerky is just not cutting it. I would totally take a Johnsonville sausage.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. If Garrett Gerthy doesn't have enough spicy jerky,
you can have them for breakfast. You can have them for lunch. You can have them for dinner.
I can have a jerky, bacon, and egg biscuit in the morning. Whatever,
right before you tee off on hole 10.
Here you go. Here's a big old brat.
I still think Sarah Hokum gives people bacon to eat so their fingers get greasy. I still think she does that on purpose.
Jerky.
So you guys went to you guys drove down and went to USDGC?
Yeah, I did. I drove down. Yeah, that was man, it was my first USDGC experience.
Was it your first big tournament experience?
It was my first everything experience. So,
okay.
Yeah, so that was really neat. I mean, I went to Am Worlds.
Okay.
You were at Am Worlds?
No, like 2 years ago, Am Worlds.
Oh, never mind.
Not Orlando.
No, it's awful. Good for you.
Yeah, but this USDGC, it was my first actual pro tour experience, and just walked out there at 2:00, and I had my umbrella because it's pouring down rain, and I'm walking around with the gallery and watching guys, watching the card, watching this Paul McBeth, Simon Lizotte, Eagle, and Nate Sexton card that was insane, and just watching these guys throw in the rain, just gave me a whole nother respect to them. And then, the rain parted. Next day was great. And just seeing the gallery and the people just following around, hearing that snap come off, when Calvin Heimberg's, whipping that thing down. And
Calvin's going to lose a finger.
Oh, yeah. The best was just sitting right on hole 16 and watching the last 3 cards come through and just seeing how it all played out. And we're like, oh, everybody's birdieing it. Oh, Kyle just birdied it. Oh, Paul's got this. Oh, crap. He just hit the tree. He didn't birdie it. Then he turns around and slams a 60-foot putt, and the rest is history. But that was, yeah, I'll definitely go back. And you'll see Fit Inspired Living's name in some Pro Tour tournaments next year.
Good to hear that. I love to hear that.
We're still putting together the commercial. It's got to be epic. So we're taking our
we have a lot of really good quotes, but we just haven't done it yet. Honestly, at this point, I don't know if the DGPT will let us air it. So we're going to find out. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, it might be a little too much. All right, so tell us about this Philo deal. How did that come about? What's going on with that? Let everybody know.
Yeah, so Philo had he was here this past week on Monday and Tuesday, and then he had been here before, and it all came around one of our friends from Cattle. He made the introduction to me to Philo directly. Me and Philo started chatting on the phone, exchanging text messages. So the first time he came, we had him do 2 meet and greets in the shop, and then you could sign up and do more like a mass clinic with him. So we had about 25, 30 at each clinic. So we did 2 clinics,
Nice.
One in the morning, one in the afternoon. And then those went really well. Me and Philo went out to dinner. We were talking. We decided that he would be back in this area after USDGC, and he could drive up and do 2 days here. So on Monday of this week, we had him do 3 clinics throughout the day.
Wow, that's a lot.
With 6 or less people. So we got more one-on-one time with people.
Yeah.
And then he went and played a round with 4 or 5 people out at Diavolo.
And
how do you play at Diavolo?
So they got started on the round at 4:30. So they were done. I think they only finished the first 13 holes.
Yeah.
But I think he was 7 down or 8 down after 13.
Rocks, baby.
Wow.
And then on Tuesday he did 3 more clinics of 6 people or less, and then he did a putting clinic at the Cattle Putting League at Bond Brothers East.
Awesome.
And not to jump in on that, also Philo's amazing. We've had him on. He's the nicest person I've ever met in my entire life digitally. But also, isn't Philip Bartholomew now a certified Scott Stokely method teacher as well?
Yep. They are going to be working together, and that we're really happy for Phil about that, and I know he's super pumped about it.
And those are very intense. 2 people, 1 person, 6 people, something like that, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Kate actually did the Scott Stokely.
That makes sense with her forehand, yeah.
Well, no, she only did backhand. She wanted to learn how to throw backhand.
Oh, really?
So they didn't even cover forehand, really.
Oh, okay.
It was a strictly backhand clinic. Yeah, it was. And he does. He has a totally different way of looking at it, totally different way of doing everything. And if you follow these 1 or 2 or 3 different steps, you can be at least throwing a backhand. He can teach anybody how to throw quickly.
And I can vouch for Phil B. He about a year ago, I was taking 2 lessons a week from him for about 2-3 months. I mean, lesson 1, he got me an extra 100 feet on my backhand. So
wow, that's awesome.
Phil knows what he's doing, and I definitely give a lot of praise to Phil for everything that he taught me in our time with our lessons.
Heck yeah.
So do you guys have any pros coming soon? Is Philo coming back anytime? Any plans? Anything like that?
I know Philo wants to come back through, but he's going to take a little time off, other things. But we just finished the USDGC, and the guys are down there with the DGPT, and so shout out to Nathan Queen and Raven that are down there, putting it together. They're I think they're going to do the Dep Cup, Down East Player Cup in Greenville in a couple of weeks, and then I think they're going to try to circle back through. I've talked to Nathan and Raven all through the Pro Tour. And they're super excited. I saw both of them at USDGC. They came over like, dude, we're super stoked to come in, check out the shop. So we're gonna have them in here, and maybe even get them on a YouTube or podcast as well.
Hell yeah! Are you guys doing a podcast right now?
It's been in the works. So we're looking at starting a podcast. It's going to be called Putts and Suds.
Nice. Audio only or video too?
Probably video as well.
Nice.
Well,
yeah. What's going to be the deal with that? Like, what's going to be is there an angle? Do you have like a thing for that? A gag? Not a gag, but you know what I mean?
It's going to start off very local oriented, talking about local pros, local events, very getting people connected to cattle and really drawing them to how to grow the community and grow the sport locally.
Nice.
We will branch off and talk about larger events, and we will also include some sort of weird, quirky game in every single episode.
I love it.
And Suds, being the name. So
I love
Well,
that. I love that.
If you guys are looking for a good streaming service, after we had Jomez on, he magically started using StreamYard. So
yeah,
StreamYard's the way to go.
very, very easy, very, very cheap. And you can send it to Twitch. So if you're not somebody who wants to deal with all the Twitch blowing up in your face stuff, you can just send this stream to Twitch and it just ends up on a Twitch page. So is there a manufacturer out there, like if you guys were going to do something super limited or super cool, or like a fit inspired living stamp, or not a stamp, but something bigger than that, is there a manufacturer that you guys just feel the most comfortable with calling up and saying, hey, I got this wacky idea?
Well, I guess to answer that question, we've done it a couple times.
Okay, sure.
We do have Fit Inspired Living stamp discs from Innova, MVP, and Dynamic.
Okay, so you've got that covered.
We did do a really cool stamp for a tournament called the Ace Chase Palooza when we first opened. That was a really unique stamp that we did go through Dynamic for.
Mm-hmm.
If I was going to do something quirky or crazy and weird, I mean, I would love to say that I could go through Discraft, but that's not going to happen.
They're busy, man. They're busy.
I probably would really like to continue to show Innova or MVP love from Raven and Nathan's standpoint.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then I got to say MVP stuff that they sent us, it was really cool colorways. They really hit the mark.
Yep.
They really did what we were going for. So I would probably lean MVP currently.
Nice. Very nice. And they got the world champ at MPO. So there you go.
Absolutely.
And they got Sarah Hokum, who is just
She's so awesome.
She's so good at disc
I
golf.
love And Raven's going to be a force to reckon with. I mean, his first year on the league, he did great.
He is a little. I love how cocky he is, but he's a little. We have to admit he's a little cocky, and I love that about him. He was on the coverage today talking about, like, he didn't do any of the arrows this week, but he's like, oh, tomorrow, if I make it in tomorrow, I'll get something special for you. Well, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched it, I don't think he made it in tomorrow.
I've sent Raven some inside jokes about his step putt when he knows it's going in as soon as it leaves his hand.
Oh, dude, the shoulders come back and he starts doing this like neon Deion Sanders stuff.
It's a pimp walk right to the basket, dude.
Dude, it's not. He might as well turn around and moonwalk.
Right.
Honestly, he should learn how to moonwalk just so we can do that. It'd be fantastic. What about some of the smaller companies that maybe you guys haven't been able to get in touch with, or you're hoping will become a bigger part of disc golf? You know, guys like the Mint and those kind of companies. Are you guys working with some smaller companies, and are there some that you're really hoping you'll get to work with when production ramps back up?
Yeah, I added Mint disc because my wife's from Texas, and so we were down for visiting for vacation, and I saw him. We went to a course and saw the guy. He had Mint disc in there, so I called them up and got set up with Mint. I would say, you know, if I could get somebody, it'd be Castoplast, because they're flying off the shelf and they're hard to get.
That Berg is a serious disc.
Yes, Rico, Berg, absolutely.
Yep. That's
so
awesome.
what do you say to customers that come in and I'm not trying to cause any drama or anything, but they're like,
sure you're not.
Well, Yeet Street has, you know, they have Castoplast and they have Viking discs. Like, what do you say to a customer at that
Yeet
point?
Street's not doing the community thing, are they?
No, they're not.
Do you want a Jeff and Robert response, or do you want a Raven Newsom response?
We want the Frolfcenter magazine response and the Raven Newsom we want it all.
Me personally, we have a very large selection of Innova and Discraft. I would probably say that we have the largest selection in this area of those two.
And MVP.
I'd
say MVP too, yeah.
And then we do carry other smaller manufacturers, maybe not to the capacity that, you know, Yeet Street or other
the other guys. We can call them the other guys. We don't have to keep saying their name on your podcast. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, the other guys, but we do have enough in the shop to make everyone happy.
Yeah,
and you know, if they have something you're looking for, you should totally go spend your money there as well. We want everyone to stay alive and grow this sport.
Yep.
And when you go there and they don't have something that you know we do, we hope you come back and get it from us too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Are there?
So let me explain this to you, Adam.
Yeah.
Eat Street's like walking into an Apple store.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that. Hold on, let's stop giving them airtime.
There's no music playing.
Let's get these boys off, and then we'll talk shit on Yeet Street after.
All right.
I don't want it all together. It'll get jumbled, and then there'll be headlines like Alt World, like you won't believe what Fit Inspired Living said.
Yeah.
Are there any companies that you guys work with that maybe aren't extremely well known, but treat you guys amazingly, or you have a great relationship, and you'd like to just give them a shout out, or just say, hey, if you guys haven't thought about dealing with these folks or working with these folks, you absolutely should?
Well, I would like to say, and there is a company that we've talked about bringing in. We've been in communication with them. We definitely want to get it to that point eventually, but they're always great guys to hang out with and communicate with. And now I'm going to mess up their name, of course.
It's Castoplast. Is that what you're going to say?
Hempfield.
Oh, you asked
Hempfield.
Yes,
CBD. They're a sponsor of DGPT and all that.
Yeah. And so we love the guys at Hempfield. We would love to, continue working with them and get some of their stuff in the store. I'm pro CBD, and I think that it has major benefits outside of, some of the bad rap it gets.
Sure.
So,
and it's the Icy Hot CBD the other day, or it's
very
not
good.
Icy Hot, but it's Icy Hot, and I was just like, dude, that has to be the best product for soreness ever.
I could probably use that on my knees and ankles after every round.
Oh yeah. Have you ever had joint juice?
I've not.
Joint juice.
Try joint juice for the ankles. It's a really good product. It'll help you out.
And Jeff, you were going to say about this.
It's more on me that we don't have Hempfield Botanical in here because I just haven't placed the order.
Sure. You're just waiting to okay, let's go. Yeah.
We're trying to make sure that we don't have as much going out as we have coming in.
Oh, you're the business. You're the business end of this. I get that. No. Trust me. We don't tell anybody. We just got our EIN this week, so
God damn it, Adam.
No, it's funny. I think that's funny. We haven't been doing anything. I mean, whatever. IRS is going to play this in court, and the judge is going to laugh. It's fine.
Here's a shout out to Connor Wynn. I will get your Hempfield Botanicals banner in UPS mail tomorrow. He's like, I need my banner, man. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. He sent a banner to use for our first tournament, the Ace Chase Palooza, and I've been such a slacker, and I need to just put it back in the mail.
Well, I'm telling you what, you guys opened a skate shop, but it just happens to sell frisbees. This sounds like a 90s skate shop. Sorry.
That's what I'm going for.
All right, so last question before we get to the fun ones. What are some fitness tips you'd give to people for the off season?
For the off season is definitely, just keep your flexibility up. I think do yoga. If you do yoga, that's going to help your flexibility. And there's so many, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. So just go and find some YouTubes on yoga and do some different yoga poses. And that's going to help your flexibility in the whole train and your lower back. My lower back is biggest. Yeah. Your core is a big one, absolutely. But if you did yoga, that's simple. You're not paying for it. It's super easy. That's the big one in my mind. And I don't even do yoga, so it just kind of came to me.
I don't either. I call it long stretching with nice music. But I'm definitely doing yoga.
One thing I would say is if you watch any true competitor or professional athlete, look at Michael Jordan, look at Tom Brady, their off season is literally broken down to what do I need to do to keep my body in this shape for when it's time to play again.
Yeah.
And don't forget gambling and supermodels.
Yeah, I mean, well,
gambling for sure. So we just got two viewer questions. When is the next Fit Inspired Living tournament? People want to know.
That's Matt May. Yeah, he's actually a fit team member.
Oh yeah, there's.
He's getting brownie points for asking a question when the teachers are asking for him.
Exactly. Yeah, give him an apple.
So I have two that I'm currently working on, if not three. One of them will definitely be this year, and I guess I'll go ahead and announce that one.
The Frolfcenter exclusive. Let's go.
Yeah, there we go.
Putting together a Disc Dudes Invitational.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm working on a very large one that I can't.
I would like to be invited to the Disc Dudes.
There you go.
Yep.
And then
You sure
I'm
would.
on the Facebook page.
there's another very large tournament that I'm working on that's either going to be in December or early next year. And it's going to be across the entire state, 3 cities, 3 courses, 2 rounds of each course over 3 weekends.
That's all we can say.
And that's all I can
very
say.
big.
Yes.
There we go. There's
And-
another exclusive.
And basically the main point of this is to bring people's attention to different places of business in each city.
Right on, right?
And then we got John from Atlanta. Which kind of yoga would be the most beneficial? I'll go ahead and answer that. That's hot yoga, baby.
Most likely, yeah, because you're sweating your ass off.
I'm going to make a joke here because I know absolutely nothing about yoga.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm going to say find a yoga pose that you really enjoy and go play an 18-hole course, but you got to do the pose on each tee pad first.
Oh shit.
That is quite a bit. That's
You can always drop burpees before you tee off too.
There you go.
There you go.
You could always not do that too, guys.
Hey,
Let's remember, MA40 next year. I'm not doing any burpees on the disc.
Hey, you really want to get into it? Do burpees before you tee off. Do squats before you putt. But no,
I like
have fun.
I like the fast rounds. Finish a round as fast as you can.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Michael Robinson, Ezra Robinson, and Isaac Robinson's dad. After every tournament I've ever seen him play, he's really good too. He's like 940. He runs the course with 3 discs in his hands, and I mean he'll be back in 20 minutes. You won't believe how quick he'll be back.
Shot on an up and down course that's like a 2.5 mile course. He shot 9 down in something like 28 minutes.
There's 2 guys here in the Cattle area, Michael Kirsch and Austin Peterman, who do these run rounds.
Yeah.
They did the grade 8 this year, and I think their play time was under 3 hours for 7 courses. Or the 8 courses, sorry, 8 courses.
Wow.
And
I'm sorry, did they rent a helicopter? Like,
no, they run.
They run.
I mean,
my God.
I think Kirsch does 22 holes at Diavolo in less than 40 minutes.
That's absolutely insane. I want to know from each of you, let's say you either close a big business deal or you win a tournament.
Fun questions.
These are the fun questions now. We're into the fun stuff. You win a big tournament, you close a big business deal, things are going well, you get a promotion, yada, yada, yada. Where are you going to celebrate your meal? What's your celebratory meal?
Oh, for me, it's chicken wings.
All right.
Okay.
I love chicken wings. They're my favorite.
Buffalo, lemon pepper, what do you like?
Very spicy, hot chicken wings.
As hot as like nuclear, 3 Mile Island?
Yeah, I love
I
it.
got some hot sauce for you, Robert.
Let's go.
Dude, I'm going.
I like that.
I'm going sushi.
Sushi.
Sushi, I like
Sushi
that.
and hot wings. What a meal.
We can do both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm coming to hang out with you guys. So you can play with any celebrity, non-disc golfer, as your doubles partner. Who are you picking?
Ooh. Any celebrity, but not. They can't be a disc golfer.
No disc golfers. No.
No disc golfers.
We don't need to know that.
I do think it's really funny that everyone we've asked this question has been like, well, who's going to help me win? It's not like hanging out with a celebrity. Everybody wants to win this for something.
Well, a couple. We've been 70-30. A couple people just want to have fun. A couple people pick Serena Williams, who's
I'd say Drew Brees because that guy, he just exudes, just everything that he's ever done. And I know him personally. I don't know him personally, but I know his trainer personally, Todd Durkin, out in California. And just seeing Drew Brees, and I've seen him in other areas. I think it'd be really cool just to kind of get out on a disc golf course and play with him. And I bet he could sling it.
So are you a Saints fan?
Nope, I'm not.
No, he's a Drew Brees trainer fan.
If I wanted to win, I would probably pick someone like Tom Brady because he just screams competitiveness. But I don't think that's what I would want in this type of round. I think I just want to be fun. So I'd probably go. I would want to go and play a doubles round with someone crazy like Seth Rogen.
Oh, that's a good one.
You know what though? Every hole's the bowl hole, and I don't know if you'd finish. You know what I mean?
We'd find out.
We would find out. We would find out for sure. Okay, so for each of you, I want to know what is your walk-up song in the World Championships, but also what's the song you're listening to as you're pulling into the course before you play around?
Ooh.
Mine's "Don't Stop Believing" because I suck.
Lately, pulling up to a round, I've been listening to a lot more heavy side of my choice. So I'm going to go with "The King of Rats" by Body Snatcher.
Oh, okay, let's go. Back
All
to
right.
skateboarding.
Yeah, believe it or not, I haven't really had my radio's been broken in my vehicle, so I don't really listen to anything pulling up. But if I had to have that world champion, it would be "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor."
Oh,
Wow.
nice.
That's bold. That's heavy. That's good.
Very good. Very good. So if disc golf did not exist, what would y'all be doing?
Well, my corporate job has me working in water and wastewater treatment and sales. But if it didn't exist, then I'd put that money into something else. There'd be some other thing for me to put it into.
Entrepreneurial by spirit, then, huh?
Absolutely.
And I'm an innovation project manager in software sales. So if disc golf didn't, exist and I had to do another side business, I think, all the skateboard talk gets me going back into bringing the old
Right.
back into play because, they just don't exist anymore. I mean, my local shop was Vertical Urge and it's gone.
Yep.
So I'd like to bring back that customer service to actually, no, I take that back. Me and my fiance for years have been talking about candlepin bowling.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We have 2 spots or 3 spots in Atlanta that do it. One of them has another thing called like Belgian feather bowling. They just buy a warehouse, decorate it nice, sell bourbon, play games. Right.
So most of Candlepin bowling happens above the Mason-Dixon line up in New England.
Yes.
And Cary, North Carolina is like a New England. This is where they all moved. They moved to Cary, North Carolina.
Yeah, before they moved to Atlanta, bud. Trust me, they're down here too.
We want to open up a Candlepin bowling alley.
Candlepin bowling alley. You guys are talking about the Northeast. You're talking about Tom Brady. I'm a Buffalo Bills fan, so very heartily, let me tell you to go deal with yourself. However you have to deal with yourself.
I'm a New England Patriots fan.
Okay. Well, it was nice having you guys. No, I'm just kidding.
Honestly,
your guy's looking. Josh Allen.
My guy's looking pretty good right
now. Yeah.
Not even mad about my guy.
I don't even follow NFL really. I just go for the Pirates, man. I know
ECU Pirates. Yeah,
they don't represent, but I support them as much as I can.
Shout out Travis Balcom, who's an ECU Pirates fan down here in Atlanta. So
nice.
Real quick, this is the most important question I got to ask you both. What's your Waffle House order?
Ooh, smothered, covered, chopped.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go with chicken and waffles and put hot sauce on it.
Hell yeah, it's only Tabasco at Waffle House. That's the problem.
Wait, they have chicken and waffles?
Well, you have to order a side of chicken tenders with waffles.
Oh.
And then drown it in Tabasco and try not to cry.
I've learned so much from this show about Waffle House.
Yeah, we really have.
Flan with all the
so basically, and then so you put syrup on it, and I really like spicy chicken and waffles. So normally they have like a sriracha syrup, but at Waffle House you got to do the Tabasco first, and then the syrup on top.
Nice.
Yeah, Tabasco syrup and butter. If you do Tabasco and butter, you get a little more like buffalo sauce style. It's a little better. So,
would you guys say you had any superstitions on or off the course?
No, I don't.
No?
I just go out there and play.
Yeah.
Off the course, no. On the course, not really. I give people a lot of hard times for nicing me, but it's mainly just joking because everyone else on the card makes it a big deal, and I kind of just get to them a little more just because it's fun.
Nice.
I don't actually believe that. If I throw a bad shot, that's on me.
Yeah, we actually, and some of the things when Ed and I have been playing over the last probably 2 or 3 months, instead of saying nice, we say, "Oh, that's adorable. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's
I have a friend who just goes, "Oh heaven."
We don't know.
Oh, heaven.
I have one superstition on the course. My best friend, Steven Spencer, I don't know what it is. I can go out to a course and shoot 7-8 down, and then I invite him to play that same course a day later, and he hasn't played disc golf in 3 months, and he'll come back and beat me by 2 or 3 strokes an hour. So I call Steven my disc golf kryptonite.
Yeah.
He's kryptonite. He keeps you humble though.
He does.
Shout out Graham Mickle, who has still never beat me to this day.
Are you his
Can't
kryptonite?
say that to me.
All right, toughest question of the night. You guys might have different answers. Who's the best disc golfer in the area? You got four. You got about four to choose from.
I'd like to hear an MPO and an FPO both.
North Carolina is the area, or just our local area?
I'd say, Nathan, Raven, Phillip.
So we're talking North Carolina as a whole.
Yeah, North Carolina.
Yeah, I've honestly, I mean, we do have a lot to choose from, and they have different elements. But I just like Nathan Queen's game. He's been doing it longer. He told me a story about the very first tournament that I played right after coming out of Am Worlds, and I signed myself up with a PDGA membership. I didn't have it yet. That's kind of what started all this in motion. He actually had won the tournament prior. Innova signed him, and then he played the Copperhead, and that's the first tournament I played in Fayetteville. And then after that, it was the rest is history for Nathan. So I'd have to say Nathan. And from an FPO standpoint, you got to go Elaine King.
Oh yeah,
100%.
So it's funny because I'm normally the controversial answer or question asker out of the two of us. I like to ask those and answer those questions, but I'm going to stay very neutral here. And I'm going to go with Kevin Jones because he just bought a house in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Kevin Jones lives in Charlotte now.
Yeah.
That's terrifying for everyone else on the MPO circuit. Kevin Jones has Rennie as a home course. That's a problem. That's a problem for people.
Yeah. No, but I guess if I had to go without my neutral answer, I mean, Nathan Queen. Yeah, I'll actually no. I'm gonna give it to Raven this year.
Yes, I was gonna say Raven.
He definitely put up some great numbers, and he really came out his first year. So I'm gonna give it to Raven right now.
Nice, very good.
So, I mean, we could go within 5. We could go within 5 hours, and we're just gonna say Paul.
Yeah, but he's no.
He's in Virginia now. So tell Paul moves to North Carolina, he can have the North Carolina title.
So who's winning this weekend at the championship?
Oh man, I'm telling you, I really think with the way that he came back in USDGC, I really think Dickerson is on a mission.
Thank you. Me too.
And he's good in the woods.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, the way Nathan Queen played today, I'd love to see Nathan Queen continue to play this way throughout the weekend. Eagle's not in it anymore.
Right.
Shoulder injury. Yeah, I'm gonna root for the hometown guy. I'm gonna go with Nathan Queen.
Nice. And then FPO, is it the Page show?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, I mean, she's been a roller coaster ride this whole year.
But is she so angry from last week that she's just going to take it out on the course?
When you shoot 18 over, I mean, she came out in a vengeance on Saturday. So
right. I would like to say this publicly, and I've not seen you guys play, but Paige Pierce shot better than any 4 of us could have at USDGC. There's no doubt about it that we would have shot way worse.
She had one bad round. She had one round that was just not her.
Yeah.
But that's why I wonder, I think angry Paige scares me. Like angry Paul scares me. I think Paul scares me when he's pissed off too.
If there's any disc golfers under 950 rated, 970 rated, who thinks they could have done better, I really challenge you to go out to USDGC in 20-mile-an-hour wind.
Pouring rain,
and try to not shoot 18 down. Because I would have been 36. I would have not played holes. I'd can I just get plus 10?
And also, let's add into that the difficulty of owning a home in Hawaii and thinking about your home in Hawaii while you're getting rained on in the Carolinas.
Why am I here?
Right. Why am I here? People don't talk about the pressure of being famous and rich, but there's pressure. I assure you that.
So, absolutely.
No, I mean, I definitely would have even come close to shooting what she shot.
Yeah.
So what are we thinking? Kat, Katrina, Missy, Haley?
I'm gonna go with Missy.
Yeah, Missy's got something to prove.
Yeah. and she is on a roll right now. So
If Holly Finley's there, Holly Finley will put up a fight because she's good in the woods. She's Roadrunners in Mako. She's gonna have a good time.
And she has the best sunglasses ever made.
Ever. She wore $600 sunglasses. She whooped our ass in the sunglass game on our own show. It was embarrassing. We almost quit. But anyway, we've got one more thing we're gonna do with you guys before we send you home. It's a little game that we play called Dope or Nope. So you're gonna have to give us your answers without any explanation.
Without
just say
looking
dope.
at each other either.
Yeah. Dope or nope. And I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go Jeff, Robert, Jeff, Robert, Jeff, Robert, Jeff. Okay.
Yeah.
Can't explain the answers, and you have to live with them forever. So, Jeff, is it dope or nope? Step putt.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Robert, dope or nope? Dad hats.
dope.
All right, Jeff, dope or nope? Stroller carts made out of baby strollers. Carts.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, I like that answer. Robert, dope or nope? Brody Smith. Everyone holds up on this one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go nope.
Oh wow, you're the first one. You're the first brave soul on the show. Jeff, dope or nope? City Barbecue.
Oh, dope.
Dope. All right. Robert, dope or nope? Bethesda.
What was that?
Bethesda, the course.
Yeah, I'll go dope.
Dope on Bethesda. All right. And Jeff, dope or nope? Visors. Like a visor for merchandise.
Oh, dope.
Dope. All right. Very good. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the answers in perpetuity. We're going to just make sure everyone knows forever. You don't ever get to explain this, and it's going to be bad for you in the future when someone tweets this. This is how we blackmail you. There it is. Sorry. That's it. Thank you very much for playing Dope or Nope tonight.
Oh, absolutely. I got
Guys, go ahead.
one final shout out that we didn't talk about was, we are working on a little 5-hole with, Jay. Jay went out with me and we kind of scoped it out, and he designed it right down the road at Fortnite. So there'll be a little
Fortnite brewery, Adam.
Ooh, I love that.
brewery, little 5-hole, little pitch and putt. Probably be mostly a glow round. We'll eventually get some lights out there, but we're gonna have that for people to enjoy and have some fun.
You guys are doing it. You guys are really doing
Yeah, dude, I love everything you guys are doing. You guys are changing the way a disc golf store should be and wants to be once it dealing with the community and everything. Thank you guys so much for coming on. You guys have unlimited time right now. So take all the time you need. We're going to put you up on the big screen. Tell everybody where they can find you. Tell them about the raffle. Tell them about everything. Everything you want everybody to know. Go ahead.
Cool. So you can find us on Fit Cary NC and follow us at Fit Inspired Living, Instagram and Facebook. You can go to UDisc and you can find us on UDisc. We're right there in the middle, and we're like the spoke in the wheel. We're right in the middle of about 6 to 7 courses within 15 minutes in the Cary area, right down the road from Diavolo. And we're real easy to find. We're working on Fit Inspired Living down there at Fortnite, and we'll let Robert kind of talk about some other things.
Yeah, and if sometimes people are shouting websites out and you can't find us, if Fit Cary NC is too hard, just remember ncstatediscgolf.com is also a way you can reach us. We are going to be putting together a YouTube channel called Putts and Suds, and that will also become a podcast. Fit Inspired Living on TikTok as well, so you can find us there. And feel free to add either Jeff or I on Facebook. We'd gladly chat with you guys in Messenger. Give you personal ways to communicate with us. Outside of that, we'd love to just see you hanging out in the shop and in the lounge. So feel free to come by and see us.
Yeah, go check out our raffle. Monthly raffle. You can go online. This month is a basket. If you win, we'll ship it to you. But there's going to be a monthly raffle every single time, because we're all about just wanting to kind of give something back to everybody out there.
Yep. We also have a Fit Inspired Living membership that is well worth the yearly value. We also have a mystery box membership.
Mystery box, yeah.
Yep, $25 a month, and you get $35 value or more every single month. You can pick them up in the shop, or we'll ship them to you. Well worth the value. We never let anyone down with the products that we put into our boxes.
Yep.
Hell yeah. That was Fit Inspired Living, guys. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
Appreciate it, guys.
Yeah,
Sorry,
see you later.
real quick.
Oh, yeah, we can get him back. We can get him back. We can get him back. We got him back.
Real quick, where can people find the raffle on the website? Is that just under Shop Now or?
Yep, it's under the. If you go to shop now and type in raffle, it'll be the first thing that comes up.
Perfect. There we go. There's the raffle for everybody. Sign up. It's a sweet basket. So thanks again, guys. Y'all have a good night.
Thanks,
you
boys.
too.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Woo! That was fun.
There it is. There's our boys.
Those guys were good. That was really good. I love the fact that people are just hanging out in the store and putting. Like I remember doing skate shops where there'd be like a little quarter pipe in one corner.
I'm not gonna lie. I go there once every couple of weeks and buy like 8 raffle tickets and have some beers and just hang out. And
Kate's not in this room anymore, is she?
No, Kate's outside. So yeah, I just hang out and buy some discs and watch some YouTube. Next time I go, I'm gonna have them put Boomtown footage on for Ace Run Pro.
There we go.
There we go. So I can't wait to be on their podcast though.
Yeah, that's gonna be really fun. I hope they call us.
So
real quick, next week we got another good one. We got a really fun one next week, actually. Ladies and gentlemen, next week, DJ Heck Yeah is coming on.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh, heck yeah. DJ Heck Yeah is coming on. He's the DJ from USDGC. He's the DJ from anything disc golf related. He's an Innova sponsored player. He's it's not ambassador team. I think he's on the celebrity team. But he also does the putter party. He's the guy who brings a bunch of baskets to a minor league baseball stadium and you throw from the bleachers out to the thing. It's he's kind of doing it. So we're gonna bring him on and talk about it. Once again, next week, DJ Heck Yeah is coming on. So there's that. So anywho.
I'm actually gonna go first for the first week ever.
You're gonna go first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to surprise everybody. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, please check out the website. It's got the link to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, all that good stuff. We've got merch coming soon. I don't know. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. You can tell people.
We've got tons of merch coming soon.
We got a lot of merch coming.
We're going to put some at Fit Inspired Living. We're going to put some at Bomb Squad Disc Golf, all that good stuff.
OTB Disc said to send them some stuff, so we might do that
give away secrets. I love all of you. I will be back in 2 weeks. Enjoy Austin and Adam next week with Heck Yeah. Bye.
Bye. Bye, Cody. Hey guys, it's Adam. Thanks again for watching. Again, I'm going to pimp it one more time. We need theoretical internet points. This is the only way this works for anyone is you subscribe to us and like us, and then we can call someone and say, do you see how many people subscribed and liked it? It's a scam. It's a racket. It's not my fault. This is just what we have to do. I don't have a choice in it. But thank you for watching Frolfcenter. Love you guys. See you next time.
Shoppers, can I get a fucking oh yeah? Thank you.